Well, here we are. We got another project at Jeff's. Built a lean here before winter, mostly for the tractor, and have a little spot for the cat. Put some straw in there, so a little someplace for him to go when it's snowing and all that. Yeah, it's been kind of working after work. I don't know, was it been a couple weeks now? I set the poles. Poles are made out of 4.5-inch metal tubing.
Use what you had.
Yep, use what I had laying around. So I just bolted a 2x10 up top and two 2x8s down on the low side. Bolt them together and then run 2x6s, 16 foot on center. And the whole shed's 16 by 12 wide, 16 long. And the roof tin's 14 foot. The rafters are 14 foot with a 18-inch overhang over them. Yeah.
And Scrapper's new little home.
A little process, work after work a little bit. Bend up some metal in the basement. All squared away. And maybe frame a door in on this side. This year maybe just run a tarp on it for now and keep the snow out of there. Nice little cold storage area for my extra ladders and scaffold and whatever I want to keep out of the weather.
It'll probably fill up pretty fast.
Yeah, kind of a temporary fix till I get the big shed maybe next year.
That's going over here.
Kind of staked out here where the fire pit's at now, but
yep.
Hopefully I can get that up next year, and it'll be. I'm sure we'll have a few videos for that. I'll have to play. Yeah, he'll jump and grab himself up, and then I'll pull him right up to my shoulder, sit like a parrot. Yeah, he's a dang good kitty. I don't know how the cold's gonna be on him though.
Well, if you got a little heated straw house for him, he'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be put a little solar heater in there. Probably won't take much if it's in straw and stuff.
Or just a light bulb, heat lamp.
He'll probably keep it pretty warm just himself.
Well, I just gave Jeffrey a camera that I got from Mr. Peak. Jeffrey wanted to pick up some Morbitails. He got Morbitails downstairs, so Jeff is going to film things that he thinks interesting in his life, and I'm going to put them up. Send these Morbitails down the chute here, down to the basement. Your cat's drinking my beer.
What are you doing?
Hey, stop that. Cat.
Drinking your beer?
Yeah, he's licking it off top of a can. I'll put you. I'll see if I can get a picture of him when he comes back.
Well, folks, this is the first year of the garden this year. So yeah, basically last year was just part of the yard, and now come spring I set all the poles and put a fence up. The fence poles in the spring is kind of the first part of the garden. The two long sides of them are permanent in the ground, and these two ends are just T-posts. that I can pull, you know, pull the short side off, then I can plow all the way through and till all the way through and pull the garden mats off at the, you know, the end of the year, the beginning of next year, and then I can alternate the mats, so kind of a crop cycle. So the tomatoes are down here this year, they can be down on the other end, and vice versa. I originally had the lawn irrigation. It was right in the center here, but I backed it off and put it on, you know, this permanent fence that'll always stay here. And there's kickers coming up. They got 4 heads on them 4 tall posts, and I won't have to mess around when I till all the way through and all that. They're out of the way and on the sides, and then I got a water spigot on the other side that's always live. Gate over here, get in and out of it. Like I said, we got the garden mats that the water runs through and the weeds don't grow.
How'd your garden do this year?
Garden did very well. I canned 44 quarts of green beans, froze quite a bit of tomatoes and cucumbers. Yeah, I was getting them by the 5-gallon pail for a while there, and then all of a sudden overnight they just shut down and all shriveled up and brown, so they were just done. The zucchini, I think I picked my last zucchini probably last week. It slowed down in the last month, the zucchini did, but yeah, they would really produced a lot of zucchini. Kind of a learning year, kind of figure out what I want to do for next year, and got some pumpkins down on the end for Halloween there. Had some beets and radishes and some of that. Did okay, but maybe I'll have to gather my thoughts for next year. And had a few onions on the side of the fence. That was kind of an afterthought. And maybe not so many tomatoes next year, but quite a few cherry tomatoes. I had 4 big bushes. There was hundreds of them on there. Just couldn't. Even now, there's still a lot of them on there, but just got sick and tired of picking all of them. And he had a birdhouse here that put her right out on the end there.
That was your good luck charm for your garden, huh?
That's why it did so well, I think. That right there.